You guys know I usually watch these clips through. I usually got a little intro. You know what it is. Soul Not For Sale podcast. Coach Colin here. Kash Patel being sworn in with a warning to the media and deep state. I love it. Let's go.
And I want to hurry and get him sworn in because I'm the happiest person today ever. All right, here we go. Please place your hand on the Gita and raise your right hand. I do solemnly swear
I, Kash Patel, do solemnly swear
that I will support and defend the Constitution of the United States
that I will support and defend the Constitution of the United States
against all enemies, foreign and domestic,
against all enemies, foreign and domestic,
that I will bear true faith and allegiance to the same,
that I will bear true faith and allegiance to the same,
that I take this obligation freely,
that I take this obligation freely,
without any mental reservation or purpose of evasion,
without any mental reservation or purpose of evasion,
and that I will well and faithfully
and that I will well and faithfully
discharge the duties of the office on which I am about to enter.
discharge the duties of the office of which I am about to enter.
So help me God.
So help me God. Wow. First and foremost, we were just with President Trump, and I just want to thank him. I know he's not here in the room right now, but what a ride we have been on, what a courageous warrior and leader he has been, and the faith and trust he has put in me to lead the FBI is the greatest honor that I'll ever have in my life. And to General Bondi, that sounds pretty freaking cool. Pam, you're my sister, you're my mentor, you're my friend. You're my boss, and the confidence you have placed in me, I will never violate that trust. The men and women of the FBI will be led under your leadership through one standard, the Constitution. So thank you for entrusting me, Pam. Oh man, this is effing crazy. So obviously, you don't get here alone. You know, I'm here because of God. I'm here because of my family, and I'm here because of my friends. And you're literally in this room because you made it happen. My sister, Nisha, and my nephew, Aryan, flew in from London just to be here. My beautiful girlfriend, Alexis, is here. Yes, I agree. My aunts and uncles are here. They've come from all over the country. I am living the American dream. And anyone that thinks the American dream is dead, just look right here. You're talking to a first-generation Indian kid who's about to lead the law enforcement community, the greatest nation on God's green earth. That can't happen anywhere else. To the senators and the men and women of the United States House of Representatives, you placed an enormous trust in me, an enormous leap of faith. One that I didn't know that I could possibly earn back, but I'm going to spend every single day on this job doing so. The fact that you placed the confidence you did in me has inspired me to reach new heights at this job. I promise you the following. There will be accountability within the FBI and outside of the FBI, and we will do it through rigorous constitutional oversight starting this weekend. Yeah. This is great. We all used to live in the same freaking house. Yeah, I don't have any prepared remarks. I wish I could go around the room and, tell the story about how each and every one of you have magically touched my life to put me in this position. What a roller coaster ride it has been. I do know this. We are in this room together because you guys have a love of country that is truly inspirational, and it bleeds out everywhere we go. And if you look around this room, you see civil servants, you see warriors, you see attorneys, you see great husbands and fathers and mothers and wives. And we're fighting for the same thing, our future, our children, this guy. And there is no greater mission. I wish I had more words to thank every single one of you, but every time I look at every single one of you, you guys know the stories you can't tell. More importantly, the ones you can. You know, this is, Pam and I were just talking in the back, and we were like, do you believe this? Like, you know, we were on the campaign trail together, we were attorneys in the first administration together. Now we're here. She's the Attorney General. I'm the Director of the FBI. Like, this is insane. And I don't really fully believe it yet. I hope to. But I'm just not here without you guys. And look, I know the media's in here. And if you have a target, that target's right here. It's not the men and women at the FBI. You've written everything you possibly can about me that's fake, malicious, slanderous, and defamatory. Keep it coming, bring it on. But leave the men and women of the FBI out of it. They deserve better. And for those of you who think that there's going to be a two-tier system of justice, not with Attorney General Bondi. There's a singular system of justice for all Americans, and there will be accountability. And the reason that this mission is so important is simply the following. 100,000 people last year raped. 100,000 people died of CCP fentanyl overdose and heroin. 17,000 homicides. Violent crime is out of control. We cannot have a United States of America where that is acceptable, where someone dies every 30 minutes, where someone ODs every 7, where someone's raped every 6. That cannot be allowed to continue, and it will not be allowed to continue. Our national security mission is equally as important. Anyone that wishes to do harm to our way of life and our citizens here or abroad will face the full wrath of the Department of Justice and the Federal Bureau of Investigation. And if you seek to hide in any corner of this country or any corner of this planet, we will put on the world's largest manhunt, and we will find you, and we will decide your end state, not you. We will uphold the Constitution. We will uphold ourselves to the Constitution. The men and women at the FBI, I have your back because you have the backs of the American people. You will be held to the same high standard. Any deviation from that standard will not be tolerated at this Federal Bureau of Investigation. The men and women at the FBI who make us safe deserve better, and they are going to get it with our leadership and your support. God bless America, and God bless every one of you. I love this country. Everyone go to the Waldorf.
Kash, we'll see you all at the Waldorf.
Man, wild stuff. Very cool speech he gave at the end. Pretty sure there's no more talking after this. But Kash Patel sworn in. He is now the director of the FBI. He says he's about to get started this weekend. Currently, right now, it's Friday, 4:30 p.m. for me. And expect change. Like I said, seems like everybody that Trump has gotten confirmed has hit the ground running. There's been a lot of layoffs, high standards. You know, I expect nothing different from Kash. I mean, listen, he put out that warning to the media. He put out that warning to his own people, you know, and he put out that warning to anybody that wants to go against the Constitution. And I like that he made that a focal point. Even to Pam, he was like, I know you're going to follow the Constitution. Anybody wants to go against it, go like, wow, great, great. Great to see some people who remember it's a constitutional republic and want to hold that at the highest standard. There's been too many people who are trying to, weave around it and put it in question, and even as far as going, maybe this has to change, or can't have the First Amendment cover all speech. No. It's like, I don't know. I think there's a lot of people in the federal government that have to give that a read. I'll bet so much money that there's thousands that have never read it. I would bet so much money. But aside from that, putting his hand on the Gita, I did not know that was a thing. I got to be honest. Obviously I'm a little biased. I like to see a little Bible out there, but I'm biased, so can't hold that against anybody. But he did put his hand on it, and he did swear to God, and that's what matters the most. Pam being a mentor of his. I know that sounds odd to a lot of you, right? I mean, Pam, like, how's Pam his mentor? Let me tell you something about Pam Bondi, in case you didn't know, guys. Let me just show you right here, right quick. Pam Bondi. Can I move over to the side here? Just take a look at this here. Pam Bondi. Does it say? There it is. Born in 19... You can't even see it here. Let me click through here. I don't like Wikipedia, but it'll do in this situation. At least they can get people's ages right with Wikipedia. Born in 1965, Pam Bondi. 59 years old, Pam Bondi. Crazy. I had no idea. No idea. I thought she was way younger. I don't know about the rest of you, but I guess that's why she was his mentor, in a sense. Sister, in a sense. But yeah, just incredible. And then accountability this weekend. I already said, that's... I guess he's working over the weekend. He's not waiting for Monday. He's hitting the ground running. So officially, day one has started. A lot of people have been speculating, what's going to happen day one. Kash has said a lot in regards to before he was even in the running for FBI director, but he has made it very clear that there are some lists, a black book, things of that nature. Some high-level names, clients of a certain Jeffrey that you may or may not know, and he wants to get that released. I'm not saying that's going to happen in the next few hours, but with him and Pam Bondi on it, we should expect to see it. And this is still one of those things I have to see it to believe it. Like, I'm saying it to you guys, like, oh, we're going to see it by Monday. Maybe. I don't know. I don't know. I do not know. I want to believe in Kash, but that is just something, it's been how long and we haven't seen it, He's the only person who's patriotic enough to want to release it, him and Pam and I guess the Trump administration. Maybe so. We'll see. We'll see. If we actually see that list, who do you think's on that list? Let's not speculate. Let's not speculate who's on that list. Let's just say everybody. Everyone who's famous. Huh? Oh, man. Many politicians. I think the politicians that fought Kash the most. I'm not going to mention any names. I'm not trying to get in trouble. I'm just saying the ones that fought him the most, they might be the ones who we'll see on that list. And then some tech people as well. Oh, man. It's going to be interesting. It's going to be really, really interesting. But even past that, and I know that's the hot thing that everybody really wants to see, him just holding the current men and women, and he's made it clear that there's good men and women there, to a higher standard. And I just hope not demonizing American citizens anymore. It's such a crazy thing to see. Again, I don't know if you've ever seen the videos, but just people approaching random houses claiming to be part of the Bureau goes to guy's house. It's just gross to see. Let me see if I can find any of these videos. Yeah, like what?
And who were you with?
FBI.
But the reason for their visit is puzzling.
State your presence.
State my presence or
Yeah.
why we're here to talk to you? I'm here to talk to you, see if you can give us a little help. Be honest.
On what?
I can discuss it, but we need to sit down and talk first.
About what?
About what?
Yeah.
Well, the FBI has a lot of programs going on where we try to identify some situations or people or groups that may be of interest. And you're not in trouble, you haven't done anything wrong, but you may know somebody that put the hair on the back of your neck up that you'd be willing to talk to us about, and that's why we're here to talk to you.
I'm sorry, I can't talk about something like that.
Okay. So you're not willing to talk to us?
No, not unless I'm under arrest.
No,
You have
no,
a
no, you
subpoena
haven't done
or a
anything.
warrant.
And if you don't know any suspicious facts, they will be softly spoken, but intimidate and suspect you.
Jim, have you done anything that may get you some publicity in the past?
I'm not going to answer any
Okay, but
questions.
the reason you haven't done anything wrong, but you're known. And you're known to have association with sometimes some people in your groups. There's always one that does something, and then everybody looks at the group and says, hey, we should have been talking to some people that knew this guy beforehand so that we could have prevented something.
You know,
That person that's in that group is probably one of their informants. That's how it usually works. One of their own guys does something, and they're like, well, we got to look at the group now. Oh, just trying to keep people safe here. Oh, man, there's so many of these videos. Let me see if I can find another one. Oh, yeah, this one. I remember this one for sure.
Is that sufficient to identify as only one O'Donnell affiliated with the FBI?
In New Hampshire, yes.
Could you please state your full name, sir?
Could you please stop recording?
No. It's First Amendment right.
Okay.
What's your name, sir?
Could you stop recording?
Absolutely not. You can show me your name and identification, or I'm going to go back inside my house.
Okay. I don't really want to broadcast my.
Oh, this is going out right after you guys walk away.
So that's why I'm not going to.
So you can show me your name or ID, you can walk away.
We just want to talk about something.
I'm not going to talk to people who claim to be federal agents unless they can show me identification.
Okay. Well, you see our badges.
I need to see... Is your full name on that badge?
No.
I'd like to see something with your full name or I'm not going to talk to
I
you.
prefer you not to broadcast it.
This will be going online as soon as you walk away.
Well, all I want to do is talk to you about a post that was made, and if you
Well,
happen to be the one that made the post.
I want to talk to you about you guys coming here. Say you make a salary of, I don't know what, low 100K? You guys making six figures? Factor in 50% expenses, overhead, maybe 100% expenses. Talking about burning a couple $100 an hour just here, let alone all the time you guys are spending to investigate something that you know is not against the law, right? Like you're familiar with. So then why would you come?
Because we wanted to make sure that there weren't any.
No, you're coming because you're part of a regime that does this kind of thing when you know laws aren't being broken, and that's an embarrassment, man.
It is an embarrassment. Everything I show you on X is always reposted on X. There it is if you want to see the full thing. But I just wanted to show you guys that because that gentleman's exactly right. Just intimidation. This is what's been going on. I hope these two direct people that are now under Kash Patel's authority, I hope they are fired, reprimanded, reassigned, something, whatever this is. But again, I only show you that just to show, hopefully, Kash makes it clear to all of them to stop focusing on American citizens and trying these intimidation acts. I mean, that was over a social media post. This has to stop. Parents going to parent-teacher meetings, or sorry, not parent-teacher, but school board meetings, and then being branded as domestic terrorists. That has to stop. You know, it's just so out of control. So really hope he gets a hold of that. Also, I guess the media call out, they're definitely going to come for him. Be prepared for that. There's going to be all sorts of stuff. You know, if they can find anything on him, they will. If they can twist anything he says, they will. Expect to see that. Right now, the news cycle is ending because it's the weekend, but they like to pick it up on Monday, and they start with their attacks fresh there. That way it has a whole week to simmer in the minds of the people who are not going to insult anybody, but just say willing to watch the mainstream media. And then he's actually talking about everything that's going on in regards to the border. He called it CCP fent, which I found very interesting. That is a good way to frame it. That's kind of like Trump being like China, because that's where it comes from. It comes from China. He's talking about the assaults. He's talking about the trafficking. I can't wait to see what he does. And just, the higher standard in general. Kash Patel, the 9th, only 9. Think about that. He's the 9th director of the FBI. Very, very interesting. And I think it's surprising that it's the 9th to me. I find that very surprising. But also, it's very interesting because it shows that he could be there for a while, depending on who gets into power next. Maybe they'll get rid of him right away if it's like AOC, which that's not gonna happen. You know what I heard? People were saying that AOC and Pete Buttigieg, or Booty Juice, as some of us fondly call him, including the former president of the United States, those two will be on a 2028 ticket. Okay, that's fun. Can't wait to imagine it's Vance and Gabbard, Vance and Tulsi going up against Pete and AOC. Oh, have fun. Have a great time. I can't wait to see the debates. I can't wait. Can't wait to see the debates. It's going to be absolutely amazing. Can you imagine? And then on top of that, you have Vance or somebody running, and whoever it is backed up by Trump fully. It's just case closed. Case closed. They're going to talk about carrying the torch of everything that they've seen Trump do. When I say they, I mean the people have seen Trump do. It's just going to be a closed case, And then after that, you got Barron stepping into the scene. Oh man, can't wait till Barron, 7'7" tall, walks in, ready to debate, ready to run for president. Nah, I'm sure if he does it at all, I mean, there's so much speculation about Barron. If he does it at all, it'll be like when he's much older. I think he might be super young, but I think you have to be over a certain age. I feel like it's 30. It might be 25. Not 100% sure. But he'll be much older when he does it. But I see someone from the Trump family running very soon. I see Vance running. I don't see RFK running because he made it clear that in 4 more years or 8 years, it might be too late for him. So he might be thinking 2028, it's just too late for him. He'll be 75 years old, which is still, still younger than Trump when he took office just recently. So he might do it, but I definitely see Vance running. We'll see. But anyways, guys, I'm droning on here. Just wanted to show you this amazing moment. Kash Patel calling out the deep state, calling out his own people, calling out the media, ready for business. Like, subscribe, turn on the notifications, helps the channel tremendously. And other than that, I'm out.